when Reince talks about the margins that Democrats need to get in some of those important states, if the female vote is 11, 12, 13 points above the male vote, then I think she has a chance to win. If it isn't, then I think Trump wins. And I don't have a strong conviction. I think it's trending to Harris, but I don't have a strong conviction.
Tuesday, November 5th is going to be recalled in the history books as Ladies' Night. Not only are we going to see a historic first in our country, but we're also going to see more women elected to the United States Senate. And 2 black women, one from Maryland, one from Delaware. So it's going to be a great night, but we still got to get those young people out to vote.
Look, I'll say this. If Donald Trump wins, he'll be defying history. He has not won a general election since 2016. That one was won very narrowly by small margins in those key states. He has been losing general elections, both his candidates and obviously Donald Trump himself in 2020. But if he does win, it'll be the greatest comeback in the history of American politics and the most unlikely comeback. What's going to happen? Who the hell knows?
I'm watching closely to see that hidden Harris vote. How many dissatisfied, disillusioned Republicans has she been able to convince and come over to her side? Something else I'm watching closely, what does the Harris team really do if Donald Trump does what he did 4 years ago and come out and prematurely declare victory? I've asked her about this week. She says, she's got the team of lawyers. She's prepared. She thinks he's capable of anything. But how will they handle that situation and what's to come? I don't make predictions.
We are a nation at a crossroads. Donald Trump begins every single rally asking the same question. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? Do voters this election push aside his rhetoric, the false claims about the 2020 election, and vote for how they were feeling 4 years ago? I talked to him earlier this week. He feels pretty confident that maybe they will. Also, George, control of Congress and the Senate. For the last 30 years, every president who has ever taken office has done so with their party having control of both the House and the Senate. Does the next president face a divided government, and how will that work?
Right. I mean, the Senate likely to stay in control. Republican as the House is really on a knife's edge.
It is. It's razor thin here, and Democrats feel pretty good about their chances of taking back the House.
Reince Priebus?
Well, in 2016, I basically ran the ground operation on the Trump campaign at the RNC. One of the things I looked at first was Virginia. You might wonder why. Virginia closes at 7 p.m. They move pretty quickly, and if it's super tight in Virginia, I think Trump's going to have a good night. I think he is going to have a good night. He's doing better with men than she's doing with women. The early vote numbers are pretty clear to me that he's got an advantage that he didn't have in 2020 or 2016. I expect Trump to do well, and I would be surprised if this thing drags out for a long time. I think he's going to win, and I don't think it's going to take days and days.
If he doesn't, will he accept the results?
Yeah, I do think so, and I also think that I think the country's tired of debating this issue, and I just think that the states have also really tied things down pretty well, and I think these are going to move pretty smoothly.
Thank you all very much. We'll find out on Tuesday, and we'll be right back.